Never seen one this cool looking in my life, okay? This is when Peter's back with us, by the way. Peter's our everything outdoor expert, cool guy, you know, the kind of guy that you want to hang out with. That's what Peter is. All right.
Thank you.
Anyway, this thing, I want this so bad because, you know, I got a small yard. I don't have 10 acres, and I hate waking people up. It's quiet. It's a non-combustion, no engine. It's what we call the scissor cut. And Peter, the scissor cut isn't that what golf courses use?
The golf courses, you know, and you're going to see them on some of the ball fields. They're going to do that as well. But they won't be pushing them. You've seen them. They pull this reel. That's why we're calling this a reel mower. They'll pull multiple reels behind a tractor. But what it does, it gives you that beautiful cut. And here's what I think the difference is, that you're going to be able to, you've seen the golf courses and the ball fields, you're going to be able to cut that grass a little bit shorter. It's going to be a perfect cut every single time. And you're never going to burn it. You're never going to have those low spots when you're using those gas-powered mowers. So this is that old technology that some of us think about from when we were kids. But we're now using all the modern materials. And this is absolutely the coolest looking one that we have. A beautiful vintage style, but still the most important thing is how great this is going to cut your grass. So guys, you know this already, but what's important when we talk about a reel mower? The reel.
The reel.
So what we have in the reel here is we have a 5-blade reel. It's 16 inches wide, so that's 16-inch wide cutting path. And this is now heat-treated alloy steel.
It's unbelievable.
It's not going to rust. It's going to stay sharp. So those were the problems with this type of reel mower when you and I were kids. Remember, they'd be super heavy. They would rust out after one season. This one has the vintage look, but it is a perfect way to cut the grass. And I know what you're doing right there. I saw you grab a blade of grass.
Well, I just cut, and I wanted to show everybody what a scissor cut does. Hey, Peter, can I have you just hold these for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Here,
so I'm going to hold this blade of grass up against this paper.
Right.
And I'm going to try to do that. It's a small blade of grass. There you go. And let's see if Rebecca can see it.
Got it.
Can you see it right there? Do you see how straight the top is? Okay. Here's the bottom, and you see the bottom is kind of rough a little bit. There you go. It's a little bit rough on the bottom. It's hard to turn it. But the top is perfectly cut. And the reason that matters is that, and the reason they do that on golf courses and corporate parks, they don't want the grass to turn brown.
Exactly.
If you use a regular mower, which uses a blade that chops on an angle, it tears the top of the grass blade. This scissor cut, Peter, cut me a piece of paper.
Yeah, so we'll change that.
Or you want me to help you?
No, we're good. I'll lean this over.
Okay,
and we should be able to do it this way. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So again, what's happening here with this reel? So when we talk about 5 blades, so there's the 5 blades. As you walk, you can see now this is all ball bearings, probably not what you had years ago when you're using that. So as I turn it, and again, as you walk a little bit faster, you can see how quickly that blade turns. So what happens is the blades are going to go against this part here. I'm going to turn that just a little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
There. And now if I put the paper there, you're going to see how I got to be careful. Look at that. A clean cut. Yep. Now look at this. I'll just show you what it does. It just cleanly cuts.
You got it? Yeah, show that paper. That is how, because basically you're using scissor technology, which is a flat blade against a sharp blade, and that is cutting right through, and I mean like butter. Show that close up one more time, and we'll put that paper back in there. Watch how it cuts. I know you want to be careful because it's sharp under there, but look at how he's just cutting.
I mean, it's amazing.
Piece after piece after piece, and it's not tearing, it's not ripping, and that really is the whole. That's the whole thing behind.
That's what's so important.
That's why they use it at golf courses.
Exactly. You're not damaging every blade of grass. You're not robbing it of its moisture, so it doesn't turn brown. So the grass always looks good. That's what's really important. So you've got those 10-inch wheels. Guy, how about the hubcaps, the metal hubcaps on the side there, too?
Oh,
this is the best-looking reel mower we've ever had. And, Guy, you and I have been offering these mowers for so long. And I don't know if everyone knows this American Lawnmower Company, this is brought to you by the people who have brought us Earthwise. Did you know that guy for so long? So this is made, this comes from the people at Earthwise. So, again, it's the best-looking one we've had, but it really has everything that we want when we think about a reel mower. And this one gives you that vintage styling as well with that beautiful wood handle, the T-handle at the top.
It's so beautifully tuned.
Yeah,
like
that's the
honestly,
ball bearings in there.
The ball bearings,
heat-treated alloy steel.
And it cuts right through.
But Here's the thing, Guy, you're also going to be able to establish the perfect height for your grass. We can go from cutting to 1/2 inch to 2.5 inches, but you are going to be amazed when you see this. You're going to be able to, and you're going to want to cut that grass a little lower. It's a mistake to cut your grass lower with that gas-powered motor because it's going to damage it. It's going to have the hot spots.
Look at that. You see it cutting? Because we don't have a lot of grass back here.
Right. You know what's interesting? If you've never used a reel mower, what you're going to find is you're going to cut the grass. You ever notice this with your gas-powered mower? There's different places where if it's uneven on your grass, then it's going to cut it uneven. Here, it cuts it even the whole time. You'll notice your grass will start to grow. It grows evenly on the way back. So it's not all haphazardly growing. So again, it's the perfect way to get a green lawn, to get that perfectly cut lawn, to get that sort of that putting green style if you wanted that.
Never have to put gas in.
Right.
You never have to. There's the only maintenance, maybe every 2 years you get the blade sharpened. Right? I mean, that's it.
But think about it.
Which you can have done at any, because they'll do that for you.
This is going to hang on the wall in your garage.
I'd hang it in my house.
In your house.
It's that nice.
You're going to grab it, you're going to walk out, and you're going to start cutting. Oh, I wanted to also talk about, we've got that roller on the back. Here's what that, I'm going to turn that around. So we even made the roller on the back, that vintage style, so it's the wood that matches the handle.
Love it.
But here's what's cool about that roller. We've seen some of the other ones that have the trailer wheels on it, which can be nice. But this roller is going to help you maneuver. So when we're maneuvering and trying to steer, but you know what else that roller is going to do? This is what you want. Those lines on the car, like you have on a carpet with a vacuum, but on the grass. So as you go back and forth, you do a nice row. You're going to turn around and you're going to go back the other way. That's what that roller is going to help you do.
Rebecca, did you just say? Rebecca just said like the baseball field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You've seen the outfield where they go back and forth. That's because they're using those reel mowers with the rollers on the back.
It's so easy to push. And it's not noisy. I don't have to wake up the whole neighborhood. In fact, hey, Daniel, I'm going to be over there. See where that grass is thick?
It's a little bit longer.
It's a little bit longer. I'm going to move over there so you guys can follow me. And Peter, I'll leave a spot over there for you.
I know you were selling a sprinkler earlier, Guy, as well. So even in the wet grass, it's having no effect on this whatsoever. It really, it's a bit higher there. So that's going to be good. But it just makes it a better way to cut the grass overall.
So if you look, and if you get a close-up of me going over the grass, you can actually see it cut. Great, guys, thank you. This grass is a little thicker. And you can see, look at that. I mean, that is cut grass. Because if you're wondering if it cuts, trust me, it cuts. And I'll go right here, and I'll go right to the edge. I mean, Peter, that's awesome. That really is.
That's, again, 5 blades, heat-treated alloy steel. And you remember, if you had this type of reel mower when we were younger, and they were very heavy, the materials were heavy. But again, this heat-treated alloy steel is throughout, not just the blades or the reel, but the blue part that you're seeing, ball bearings in the wheels. So again, what's cool about this in the way...
23 pounds.
Exactly. When you walk, you don't have to walk fast and that blade's still going to spin. If you want to walk faster, the blade spins even faster. And again, you're making those turns, you're turning around, you're coming back. So you get a little bit of exercise, not too much exercise. It's not super hard to push. It weighs, as you said, only 23 pounds. But most importantly, the quickest, the easiest way to get your grass done. Guy, you and I have talked about this. Listen, we recognize if you have 5 acres to mow, probably not your thing.
No.
You're going to want a riding mower, or maybe you're going to pull those reels behind your riding mower.
Right.
But this, for everyone else, maybe that sort of
condo,
quarter-acre
maybe
basic
you got a
grass.
little area in front of your condo that you want to cut.
But even a normal front lawn, like I'm trying to think, like, you know, the house I have here, the house I grew up. Your house is perfect. But again, I even had a corner lot, and it was a little bit bigger, but maybe about a quarter-acre total. You can definitely use a reel mower. You won't notice it. If you're using a push mower with gas and oil and all that, you've got to use a reel mower.
This starts every time.
Yeah, that's right.
Every time. It starts every time. And think about what you'd pay. I've got a 3.5 horsepower mower in my I haven't used it in months because grass hasn't been growing.
Right.
It's $350. And I got to get gas. And you know what I hate about it? I hate transporting gas cans in my car.
Sure.
Always freaks me out whenever I do it.
Yeah.
So you never have to deal with that. It looks like an antique, but it's got all the latest features. Peter, tell me about the adjustability for the grass cutting.
Yeah, so the
also,
cutting. cutting's the most important. You were able to go down to that ½ inch. So that really is going to be that putting green if you wanted that look. And in some different areas of the country, so we have this St. Augustine grass here, probably not meant to go that low, but some parts in the country you can really come back with the type of grass that you have. We can go so from ½ inch all the way up to 2½ inches, get the perfect cut. But think about going a little bit lower than you normally would with that gas-powered mower, because this can do it without burning it, making it even the whole time. It's the best way. If you're looking at this for the first time and you're wondering why, well, why are they selling that old mower? There's so much better technology around. No, this technology is the best way to cut your grass, but we're using all the modern materials. This heat-treated alloy steel. We have 10-inch wheels with the ball bearings in there. So all of this vintage styling, but the way it cuts the grass is how they're using it on the golf courses, or that's why they use it on the golf course. It's the best way. While they're using it on the baseball stadiums and their fields, this is the way to do it. So you want a great lawn, get this, try it. I think you'll like having a nice quiet walk. It's not hard to push, it's not heavy. Well, and then you'll see the grass.
If you've ever wondered why golf courses look like golf courses,
that's right.
If you've ever wondered why professional baseball stadiums look great, and why usually high school stadiums don't look that great, because high school stadiums use regular lawn mowers. When you go to the professional level in golf or baseball, they're using scissor cut machines, because scissor cut is the way to go. What we've done is we've just removed the motor. And we made it so it's a push, which actually I think makes it a great way to spend, 45 minutes on a Sunday. You know?
Absolutely. And there you can see, you get a better look at that reel. And again, if you're comparing, think about this reel, 16-inch wide cutting path, which is great. Again, similar to a lot of push mowers, those gas-powered mowers. And then we have 5 blades. So you see as it's spinning, you have more blades coming through. And again, I'll just show you how this cuts. We're talking about that scissor cut, how perfect that is. Cutting every blade of grass, just like you would with a pair of scissors. So when it grows back, it's not robbed of that moisture. It's not all brown on the tips. If you're experiencing that, you've got to try this. So I think you'll love it. You got another card there?
And by the way, Peter, I don't want to give you one of my good cards. Here, take that. And by the way, most rotary motorized lawnmowers have 3 blades. This has 5 blades, which gives you that more consistent cut.
Yeah, it's
less